Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy Monday. So in my last video I told you guys that I would consider doing like a makeup Monday or something like that. I still haven't decided yet, so I'm just going to talk about something today that I wanted to have like a helpful video out there, try to educate you guys on something that I deal with personally. With that being said, so I want to talk about food, and along the lines of that, binge eating. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but binge eating is basically when you decide any day of the week to overly excessively eat anything. And I'll give you some of the signs and symptoms of this. So some signs of binge eating disorder is eating much faster than normal and in a short period of time. So basically by that they mean that you have a meal, you've inhaled it, and now you're done, is basically what happens. I'm seriously guilty of doing that constantly. I inhale food like you wouldn't believe. Like, I can finish food in like under 5 minutes. Like a full plate of food I can finish in under 5 minutes. It's sick. Eating until you're uncomfortably full. I actually don't suffer from this. I mean, I get full like really fat, like not fast, but like I can get full, but I'll still be able to eat after that, if that makes sense. Like, I don't have that on-off switch. Eating large amounts of food when you're not hungry. This is called eating when you're bored. And I feel like I totally have that as well. Sometimes when I'm bored, I almost feel those hunger cues go off. Like, my stomach will tell me that I'm hungry, but I could have even just eaten 5 minutes ago, and it'll still tell me I'm hungry as if I hadn't eaten in like a few hours or so. So that's definitely something that I suffer with as well. Another thing is on holidays. If you just tell yourself it's a holiday, I'm gonna indulge in whatever I want because it's the holiday, but it's like over excessive. So if you're just constantly eating all day long just because it's a holiday, that's considered a binge as well. I think that stress for me is a huge indicator of binge eating. I work in healthcare. It's a serious stressor on my life constantly, and it never ends. A lot of people with like binge eating disorder, I feel like their friends or their family don't really get it, or they feel like it's just like not a real thing. But if you have a binge eating disorder, you know that's all you constantly think about is food. You just constantly think about food. You constantly think about your next meal. You constantly think about what's for dinner. You constantly think about your snacks, or even the next day and the following day. You plan it in your mind and it's just always there. It's never ending. Or on your lunch break at work, you're gonna figure out, like, that's what you're thinking about all day, is like where you're gonna go for lunch on your lunch break, which is not fun. This is another one. You can't remember what you just ate after eating it. That's a big one. And then one that I feel constantly every single day is guilt. If you're feeling guilty or disgust after you've just eaten, that's another sign or symptom of a binge eating disorder. And I feel like no one really gets it, at least on my end. I feel like it's just like, I don't know. I just feel like nobody gets it. But after I've eaten something unhealthy, even though I wanted it at the time, even if I was like really good on my diet and I just had something small, I will feel an immense amount of guilt after eating it and feel like I have to go run 6 miles for doing so. And that's not healthy either. I am in no way a doctor or anything. There is no like vomiting in this disorder for me. It's just overconsumption of food constantly. And there's definitely highs and lows. Like I obviously had a super low where I was 200 pounds. And then I had a good high where I jogged 2 miles a day, serious good diet. And I just recently, hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
Hold on 1 second.
All right.
Okay, so as I was saying, there was a serious high and then there's some lows. So I'm constantly fluctuating what's going on with my diet. And it's like life definitely factors in when it comes to that. And I think it's definitely helpful to have like a really good support system. Like, thank God I have a really good boyfriend who really doesn't care what I look like or what I eat, but he supports me in whatever I do. So that really helps me a lot. Also, focusing on acknowledging that you do have an issue with binge eating is a really good fresh start. So as long as you recognize that it's there, you can strategize to overcome or find ways to cope with it. How do I, if you're wondering, deal with binge eating? I really don't know yet. I did have a really good point in my life where I was exercising and eating right, but then I realized that stress really plays a factor in how I eat and that I don't care sometimes what I'm eating. So it just kind of bypasses through your mind and you just force yourself to forget that being healthy matters and you're just gonna eat this anyway. So that's where I'm at right now with binge eating. I'm really nowhere. I'm really trying to focus myself back on the healthy part of me that there is, because I lost 65 pounds and I just put back on 30. I'm really not trying to get back up to where I was after all that hard work that took me 2 years to get off. So drop a comment below if you want to talk to me about this further. And if you do struggle with this, maybe reach out to your friends, your family doctor, anybody for advice on what to do, and you can seek help. I'm not at the point right now where I want to seek help or if I think it's necessary, because I feel like I have good mental control. I just need to control these stressors in my life to not flare up my binge eating so much. But yeah, I hope you guys learned something from this video. I hope that if you're out there and you suffer from the same thing, you know that you're not alone. And if you want to talk about anything or have any questions, just drop a comment down below. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it or if you learned anything. And please subscribe and turn on notifications to be notified for when I post videos. And I'll see you guys in my next one.